In this video, I'll talk about how to handle returns and refunds when dropshipping. When you're running a dropshipping business, it's inevitable that you'll have to deal with returns and refunds at some point. But what do you do when you're dropshipping products from the supplier straight to customers? I've helped many dropshippers process refunds and returns, and I've seen what works and what doesn't. Today, I'll be giving you simple answers to your biggest questions. First, we'll talk about how returns and refunds work when you're dropshipping. Then, we'll talk about what you do with a returned product. And finally, we'll talk about how you can turn a return into a repeat customer. I know time is of the essence, so let's dive right in. Hey everyone, it's Jessica from Oberlo. If you're watching this video, you're probably the kind of self-starter who's always learning and always hustling. But you don't have to do it alone. Click subscribe to join our community of entrepreneurs and get notified when we publish new videos every week. Now let's talk about why returns and refunds work a little bit different for dropshippers. In a traditional e-commerce business model, the merchant keeps products in their home or in a warehouse. When a customer orders a product, the merchant ships that product directly to the customer. If the customer isn't satisfied, the customer returns the product to the merchant. But when you're dropshipping with Oberlo, the merchant, that's you, doesn't carry any inventory. Instead, when a customer orders a product from your store, you then order that product from your supplier, and the supplier ships the product directly to your customer. In this scenario, if the customer isn't satisfied, what happens next? To answer that question, you need to keep one thing in mind, and that's customer experience. Think back to a time when you were the customer looking for a return or refund. If the company you are dealing with fought with you or questioned your intentions, you probably didn't want to do business with them again. On the other hand, if the company was apologetic and quick to fix the issue, you likely felt relieved. Personally, I've gone back to shop at stores like that because I know that if there's a problem, I can trust that they'll take care of me. Actually, we dropshippers can learn a lot from our own experiences as customers. So if you've had a great or not so great experience when you're returning products at other stores, share them below so that we can all learn from it. Keeping customer experience in mind, let's talk about how to address returns and refunds when you're dropshipping. If a customer requests a refund or wants to return a product, the first thing you need to figure out is why. Politely ask the customer why they're seeking a return or refund. And make sure your tone is apologetic and positive, not suspicious or negative. It's really important that you ask this question, because depending on your customer's answer, you could save a lot of money. That's because you and your customer are entitled to a refund if you work with Oberlo suppliers and the product is broken, defective, doesn't match the description, or never arrived. If your customer's complaint matches one of those reasons, you'll get your money back and your customer will get their money back too. And the process for getting your money back is easy. First, ask your customer for a photo of the broken or defective product. Now, of course, if the customer never received their product, you don't have to ask for a photo. Once the customer sends you a photo, your next step is to open a dispute with an Oberlo. Here, I'll show you how. The first thing you want to do is go to your Oberlo dashboard. And then on the left, you want to click Orders under Manage Orders. This will take you to your orders page. Find the order that you want to create a dispute for and get the refund for. So in this case, I'm going to deal with this one order here, and you'll see this 3-dot button. Click that, and then click on Order Details. Now you're in the Order Details page, and what you're going to do is scroll down to the Help section. This lists some possible things that could have gone wrong with the order, and in this scenario, I'm going to pretend that my customer received a product that didn't match the description, and that's why they want to return it. So in that case, I'm going to choose Product Problems here. I'll click on that, and I get a few more detailed options. And we see at the top, product didn't match the description. Since that's the case here, I'll click that, and you'll see some terms here. So in this case, I can raise this dispute within 14 calendar days of the order's delivery. So you have to make sure that if a customer requests a refund, they do it within 14 calendar days. Then you'll also see here that there is going to be photographic evidence that we need to provide when we're creating this dispute, and that's why you need to ask your customer for those photos in the first place. So assuming you've got that photographic evidence, you're just going to press Create Dispute, and you'll be taken to this page. Here at the top, again, you're going to select your reason for creating the dispute. So we're going to select Product Did Not Match Description. And because we want a refund instead of simply letting the supplier know what's happening, or asking for a return, we're going to check this box. I would like to ask for a refund. This is where you'll describe the problem. So I might say leggings were green instead of black and white. And then I would click here to upload the image that my customer sent me of their leggings that didn't match the product description. Now, you'll notice below the refund request amount that I'll get back, this actually includes the amount that I spent shipping the product to my customer. So I get both the product cost back and the shipping cost back. I get my total refund of $11.77 in this case, and that will allow me to then refund the customer. All I have to do is press Create Dispute, and the dispute will be on its way to the customer. Now, once you create a dispute, the supplier has 2 business days to get back to you. They may ask some questions before they process the refund. And if there's any cause for concern on your end in this process, you can always reach out to Oberlo's customer success managers. I'll just note personally that the few times that I've requested a refund, I've received it quickly and without any problems. Now, your supplier may ask you if you want a refund or if you want them to resend the product. It's up to you to decide what's best for your customer. Although you can offer a replacement or a refund, I actually suggest doing both if your average product price is low. Yes, the supplier will only do one or the other, and that means you'll have to pay out of pocket if you want to do both. But the extra cost is a really small price to pay to ensure your customer satisfaction. And your exceptional customer experience will be a huge help in having that customer come back and suggest your business to others. Okay, so you're entitled to a refund if you work with Oberlo suppliers and your customer's product is broken, defective, doesn't match the description, or never arrived. Now, if your customer simply doesn't like the product, you are not entitled to a refund from your supplier. I should mention that this doesn't happen very often. If you verify your product's quality with test orders, describe the product accurately, and price the product fairly, customers will likely be satisfied with their purchase. But on the rare occasion that they're not, you have other options. You can either accept the returned product or let the customer keep the product and give them a refund. Let's talk about returns first. How you handle returns depends on your return and refund policy, and make sure customers can access this policy on your website. Create a return and refund policy page and include a link to it in your store's header and footer. You can see that here on my store, I've got a refund policy page in the footer. If you don't have a return and refund policy, which you probably don't if you're just starting out, Shopify has a handy refund policy generator that allows you to make a refund policy page in just minutes. I'll include a link to it in the description below. From seeing what works in successful dropshipping stores, I suggest allowing returns within 30 to 60 days of delivery. Just make sure to let customers know that you'll only accept returns in perfect conditions. And where should customers send returned items? To you. Give customers either your home address or a PO box that you rent out for your business. Now, once your customer sends you back the return, you'll need to refund them for that return. And to do that, you'll need to log into Shopify. Once you're in your Shopify dashboard, you're simply going to go over here to the orders section on your left. Find the order you want to return, and then click on that order. You'll get to Shopify's order detail page, and you can see right up here at the top the option to refund items. Go ahead and click that. And now you'll see a really simple refund page. So all you need to do here is note a reason for refund for yourself so you can keep track of that in the future, and also note how much you would like to refund your customer. You can see here $24.99 is available for refunds. So that's the full amount. If you wanted to give a partial refund for any reason, you can do that too. But I would just type $24.99 and then click refund for $24.99. And make sure this checkbox is checked so that the customer gets a notification that they have been refunded. Now, it may not be practical to send the returned product back to your supplier for a refund from the supplier, but that doesn't mean you've lost a sale entirely. You can do some really creative things with a returned product. For example, you can use it to create product photos for social media and ads, you can promote it in a product giveaway, or you can just ship the product to the next customer who orders it, in which case you make your money back. But if that sounds like a lot of work, there's another option. If you're not entitled to a refund from the supplier, you can simply give your customer one anyway. Yeah, you'll take a loss, but you won't have to hand out your address or stockpile products at home. If your average product cost is less than $10, this might be a simpler way to go. No matter how you handle returns and refunds, this next hack could help you turn your customer's frown upside down. It's entirely possible to turn a return into a returning customer. I love this hack because it's something most new dropshippers completely look over. If you handle returns and refunds politely and professionally, you're actually in a great position to make a new sale. To do this, go to your Shopify admin and create a custom discount code for 15 to 20% off any order. Then send your customer an email. Explain that you've processed the return or refund and share the discount code as a token of apology. If all goes well, they should appreciate your professionalism and might make another purchase right then and there. Returns and refunds are part of running any retail business. After all, the average return rate and refund rate of an e-commerce business, not just dropshipping, is around 6 to 8%. If you try to avoid returns and refunds altogether, you're setting yourself up for failure. Successful entrepreneurs are realistic and find realistic solutions to problems rather than fearing them. Good communication, a clear returns and refunds policy, and exceptional customer care will help you handle returns and refunds like a pro. You've got this, and all of us here at Oberlo are available to help. If you have any questions or doubts about the stuff we talked about today, let's get a conversation going. Leave me a comment and I'll reply as soon as I can. That's it for me. Just make sure to subscribe so we can see each other again next week. And until then, learn often, market better, and sell more.